Chapter 17, Breathing and Exchange of Gases. Which gases? Oxygen and carbon dioxide, right? Now, first of all, when we talk about the human body, we say it's a complexly designed organism. हमारी बॉडी के अंदर बहुत कुछ कॉम्प्लेक्स होता है ना. सो वी हैव सिस्टम फॉर एवरीथिंग, लाइक वी हैव डाइजेस्टिव सिस्टम. Here also we have a system for breathing, and that is known as the respiratory system. But when we talk about different organisms, they do have different respiratory organs. Because हर कोई हमारी तरह एडवांस तो होता नहीं है. Some have their cells in direct contact with the atmosphere, so they absorb oxygen or they exchange their gases. All these organisms, they show a different area of their respiration and the organs that they have. First of all, when we talk about the respiratory organs, we say that these organs and the mechanism, it depends on the habitat of the animal and the level of organization. If we talk about the simplest level of organization, that means if poriferans, coelentrates, याद है थोड़ी सी पोरिफेरा सिलेंट्रेटा कहाँ किया था हमने ये क्लास 9 व्हेन वी डिड द डाइवर्सिटी. थोड़े थोड़े याद होंगे. फ्लैटवर्म्स, what do they have? They do not have any complexity in their body, in their structure, so they show the exchange of gases by simple diffusion. Why? Because their body cells come in direct contact with the environment and they can show diffusion all over their body surface. Secondly, if we talk about little higher category, earthworm, then earthworm, it also shows exchange of gas. How? They show that this takes place through the moist cuticle all over their body. स्लाइमी क्यूटिकल होती है ना उनकी. अर्थवर्म्स को पकड़ा है कभी? ट्राई किया है रेनी सीजन में जब बाहर निकलते हैं. सो दे हैव अ मॉइस्ट क्यूटिकल फॉर दिस एक्सचेंज. थर्ड, टेरेस्ट्रियल आर्थ्रोपोड्स. आर्थ्रोपोड्स कौन होती हैं? द इंसेक्टा फैमिली, राइट. दे हैव आइदर ब्रांच्ड सिस्टम ऑफ ट्यूब्स, इन ट्यूब्स को हम क्या बोलते हैं? ट्रेकिए. ओके, ट्रेकिया. इनका ट्रेकिया होता है ये. एंड दे हैव बुक लंग्स. What are these? These have fringes in it. That's why we call them book lungs. Then gills. These are basically the respiratory organs in mollusca in all the waterborne animals. मतलब अगर हम बोले मोलस्क हैं, then यूरोकॉडेट्स हैं, and certain other vertebrates like fishes, tadpole larva, tadpole of frog or toad, toad and frog के tadpoles, ये सब क्या करते हैं? They all have gills for their respiration. Finally, it comes to human beings, that means mammals, birds, reptiles. What do? They have lungs. इनसे पहले आते हैं adult frog. What the adult frog show? Adult frog, they have pulmonary respiration, that is through lungs, and they too have their skin. तो हम इनको क्यूटेनियस भी बोलते हैं. मतलब वो क्यूटेनियस भी होगा और वो पल्मनरी भी होगा. बट इन केस ऑफ ह्यूमन बींग्स, reptiles and birds, the respiration is only pulmonary. That means via lungs. Clear? Moving on to human respiratory system. What do we show in our complexity? We say that in human respiratory system, We have a well-defined complex body organization. So our system starts with a pair of external nostrils, right? Which leads to nasal cavity. Then we have nasal cavity, or we can say nasal chamber. Then we have nasopharynx. Then we have larynx. Then we have trachea. Then we have bronchi. Then we have bronchioles. And finally we have alveoli. क्लास 10 में भी हम करते थे है ना ये सारा, तो इट्स जस्ट अ रेपिटेशन अकॉर्डिंग टू अस with little more complexity. Every time I tell you that it is exactly the same, there are few systems. System थोड़ी ना चेंज हो जाएगा बेटा, बट क्या हो जाएगा, थोड़ा सा कॉम्प्लेक्स हो जाएगा, थोड़ी सी उसके अंदर ट्विस्ट एंड टर्न आ जाएंगे. Now this is the conducting part and this one is the exchange part. यहाँ से क्लास 11 ट्विस्ट ले लेती है दैट व्हाट काइंड ऑफ एक्सचेंज पार्ट एंड हाउ दिस एक्सचेंज पार्ट वर्क्स, राइट. इतना तो हमने वहाँ भी पढ़ा हुआ है, मैकेनिज्म भी पढ़ा हुआ है ना. व्हेन वी आर टॉकिंग अबाउट दिस, टॉकिंग इट इन डिटेल, होता क्या है एंड हाउ डू वी टेक इन द एयर. We see that the external nostrils, which are present just above the upper lip, they lead to the nasal chamber. Nasal chamber is lined with fine hair and mucus so as to filter the air. So सारी की सारी air जो है यहाँ filter होती है. After that, it leads to pharynx, which is known as now nasopharynx. Then it leads to larynx through glottis. Now, what is that glottis? ये रेस्पिरेटरी डायग्राम आपके बुक के अंदर है in NCERT also. So we'll be drawing and we'll be showing what all are the various parts, the complexities and how are these divided, right, into various sections. This we have to show like this, that it is present inside the cavity. Here we show that this is the diaphragm. Fine. And all these are further divided into, this is the primary, secondary, tertiary. I'll write primary, secondary, tertiary, and then the terminal bronchiole, and finally the alveoli. So many numerous alveoli are packed here in this area. This one is epiglottis, which covers the glottis. I'm going to write it epiglottis. Then this one is larynx. Then the trachea, and we are familiar that trachea is always covered by C-shaped cartilaginous rings, and the purpose is to avoid collapsing of the region due to less air or no air present in it. So the black one is the trachea. Then these two are the pleural membranes. Pleural membrane, and these bulb-like are alveoli. These are, I'm going to mark, number 1 primary, number 2 secondary, number 3 tertiary. What are these? Bronchi, secondary bronchi, tertiary bronchi, and number 4 terminal bronchioles. and this U-shaped curved one is the diaphragm. Right? What is the function of this pleural membrane that we have drawn here? To avoid friction. Whenever the lungs are showing the activity to avoid friction, we have this pleural membrane. Now, talking about larynx. When we are saying larynx, it has an opening glottis which is covered by epiglottis. The function of the glottis is to gulp in food, air, water, everything. But epiglottis is something which is acting as a covering, that during the swallowing of food, it must not enter into this tracheal pipe. Right? तो glottis को cover कौन करता है? Epiglottis, to avoid anything, the food particle or the water entering into this area, tracheal area. Then is larynx, the cartilaginous box that helps in sound production. Then is trachea, a straight tubular structure, extends through the neck up to the mid-thoracic cavity. ये इसकी mid-thoracic, हमारी mid-thoracic cavity होती है. It divides at the level of fifth thoracic vertebra. Where are vertebra located? On the other side. ये साइड कौन सी है आपकी? फ्रंट. फ्रंट को क्या बोलते हैं? वेंट्रल. एंड द अदर साइड इज नोन एज डॉर्सल. सो वी से इट एक्सटेंड्स थ्रू द नेक अप टू द मिड thoracic cavity and divides at the level of fifth thoracic vertebra into two primary bronchi. These two primary bronchi which enters into right lung and the left. We are looking at the mirror image of our organ. So this is your left and this is your right. Fine. Each of the primary bronchi divides into a number of secondary and tertiary bronchi. Tertiary give rise to terminal bronchioles that we have shown. दोबारा से दिखाती हूँ आपको. Primary, secondary, tertiary and terminal. Right? And this terminal bronchiole ends up into sac-like structure known as alveoli, which are richly filled in this section. The trachea, the primary and the tertiary, they are completely provided with this C-shaped cartilaginous rings. Why? Because these tracheal region, it may not collapse in lack of air or absence of air. Then each terminal bronchiole, we know it ends up into this sac-like structure called alveoli. Bronchi, bronchiole, alveoli, all these are present inside the lungs. And lungs are covered by this double layer known as the pleural layer. It has pleural fluid in between the layers. Clear? This is the basic structure. Then when we talk about that, what is this outer membrane of pleura is associated with? It is associated with the inner lining of the thoracic cavity. यहाँ पर जो होता है ना, यहाँ होता है inner lining of thoracic cavity. While this one is in contact with the lung surface. Lungs are in the thoracic chamber. Part of respiratory system extending from the nostrils to the terminal bronchiole, इसको हम बोलते हैं conducting part, और उसके बाद ये वाला हो जाता है हमारा exchange part of the respiratory system. Now, when we say pulmonary respiration, it involves two steps. What are the two steps that this respiration involves? Number one, steps in pulmonary respiration. First is breathing. Breathing means the process in which the atmospheric air is drawn in and CO2 is sent out. O2 in and CO2 is sent out. Second, diffusion of gases. Where? Across the alveolar membrane. Right? Number 3, Transport of gases in the blood. It helps in the transport of gases. Which gas? Oxygen. And what to eliminate? Oxygen, this carbon dioxide. Number 4, diffusion of O2, that is oxygen, from blood to tissues, and CO2 from tissues to blood. Alright, this is what is taken up here. And the next one is utilization of oxygen by the cells for oxidation and release of, and after that the work is done, the foul gas, that is carbon dioxide, is released out. Clear? These are the various steps. Number 1, breathing. Number 2, diffusion of gases. Number 3, transport of gases. Number 4, diffusion of oxygen from blood into the tissues and carbon dioxide from tissues to blood. Number 5, utilization. That means it's mainly carrying of this oxygen to the various parts where it is assimilated, that is utilized. And finally, CO2 is released out. This is the process, the basic introduction of respiratory system.